Welcome my freckled friends, this is Jamie, and in today's video I am basically just doing a little recap of my concert experience. My very first, not only was it my first Stray Kids concert, it was my first K-pop concert because BTS had not been anywhere near me for me to go to one of their concerts. I think they were supposed to for their world tour, and then COVID got in the way, and that was before I was a fan of theirs anyways. So yeah, this is my first K-pop concert as well, and it was great. I think it was actually similar to some other concert experiences that I've had. So like the Backstreet Boys is the group that I've been to the most concerts. I've been to 4 Backstreet Boys concerts, and I would say that it's kind of, as far as like the scale, the like effects, the props, all that, it was kind of on par, I would say, with them. The differences though that I definitely noticed with a K-pop concert is, first of all, there's no opening act, and then also of course the like VCR that they have that's kind of going throughout. Sorry, VCR is what you play your videotape on, so in my head, so I'm like having to, it's not this kind of VCR. That's basically different. So I did know about that because I have watched online concerts for BTS, so I knew about the like K-pop basically storyline that you have running throughout the concert, and basically you're shown a different clip each time that they like go off stage and, you know, do a costume change, as well as at the very beginning of the show. So but yeah, those were 2 noticeable differences, and 2 differences that I really liked. I do also like the VCR that was shown throughout the concert. Unfortunately though, that also meant that I never had like the opportunity to go get anything to eat. So okay, starting my day. So here's how it started. Okay y'all, so I'm in my car about to head out to the concert. I'm super excited. It is 5:38. The concert starts at 7:30. So we'll see what time I get there. It's saying about a little over an hour, so hopefully I can get there by like 6:40, 6:45 and get seated. But let's do it. So then I would love to be able to show you clips of me like walking up to the arena, walking to my seat, kind of giving you a little bit of like atmospheric footage. Unfortunately, I was having a bit of, and I can kind of like smile through it now, but at the time it was not great. I was having a bit of an anxiety attack pretty much up until the actual concert started. So I did manage to find my way to the parking deck. It was so crowded and there were so many people, and I got very overwhelmed. I have a bit of social anxiety, and I was by myself also for this concert, and so it was a little overwhelming for me, and so I like managed to get through the crowd. I like found my seat, and I ended up being in the wrong seat, which was like a nightmare. Anybody who has a little bit of social anxiety or anxiety in general knows that like one of the things you get most nervous for if you're going to a new place is, first of all, getting there. Second of all, parking. Parking. You're like, let me look at a map so I can make sure I know where I'm supposed to park. Third of all, actually getting into the building and knowing which door to use. Are you using the right door? Am I in the right place? Am I going to be able to find the right place? So all of that made me really anxious, and then there were so many people, and so I finally got through. But then one of my nightmares was like being in the wrong seat, and it like came to life. I was in the wrong seat, and I was in the wrong section. So I was in the right row, the right seat, but I was in the wrong section because I got a little confused. So I like had to gather up my stuff, and in my mind I was like, oh my gosh, I hope these people, because people were watching, and like I saw other people like looking at me, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna think I'm one of those people who's trying to like steal a closer seat and trying to go to a closer seat than the one that I actually paid for. Like, that was all going through my head. And so I had like sent my sister a text and I was like, this might have been a bad idea. I don't know that solo concerts are for me. I don't know that this was a good idea. And she she called me and I started crying in my seat once I found my seat where I was smushed between two people. I like started crying in my seat as I was talking to my sister, like literally minutes before the show was starting. Not like sobbing, but like there were tears coming down my face. And you know, my sister was like gently talking to me and like, it's okay, you know, just this is something you're excited for. As she was talking to me, the like lights turned down and the whole like intro thing started playing. And so, you know, once the concert started, I was okay. But anyways, so that was how we got to this point. So I wanted to share with y'all like little clips from a lot of the songs. I actually have clips from every single song that they performed. I'm not gonna show all of them here, and I'm not gonna show all of the clips of the particular songs that I have, because I'm not quite sure how much I'm allowed to show. So, but if you would like to see, I have like, which I just finished editing it, I've got almost an hour's worth of footage and clips from all of their songs. Everything that I filmed, I put it into a video and it will be over on my Patreon. So if you want to go check that out, some songs it's the full song, others it's just like 45 seconds to a minute to 2 minutes of it. It just depends. It depends on, as the concert went on, I felt more comfortable filming, so I would do like more of it. So some of the later songs I actually filmed like the whole thing. Every little bit of footage that I filmed from the concert, I put it all together. And including, I do have a couple of their like speeches and endingments and things like that, little jokes that they did throughout. So the link to my Patreon will be in the description box down below if you are interested. But yeah, so let's go through some of the songs that they performed. All right, I've got my list because I had to go through all of my footage and like do the order that they went in. So of course, this is the MANIAC tour, so we had to start out with MANIAC, which I was actually a little surprised because I thought that would be like one of their last songs that they performed, but it makes sense that it would either be the very first song or like one of the last songs if that's like the name of your tour. So we started out with MANIAC. We went straight into Venom, and then they did, of course, perform their version with all 8 of them of Red Lights. I really liked. I had not yet, I have reacted to Red Lights, the song with just Hyunjin and Chan. I had not yet, I knew about it, but I had not yet reacted to or seen a version with all 8 of them, which I still probably will react to that over here on YouTube, just so I can get a closer look, so I could be paying a little bit more attention to it. That will still be coming. So then they did a couple songs that I have actually not heard before. So they did Easy, as well as I think it was Circus, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% because they announced Easy, and Easy was in the song. The name, the word Easy was in the song, but they did not announce Circus, and I did not hear the word Circus. But I feel like that's what it was. But I have not actually heard either of those 2 songs. I liked both of them. I'm definitely very interested in reacting to both of those. And then of course we had District 9. very familiar with that one. Always loved the stage performance for District 9. And then they had a little outfit change, came back out with Backdoor. And then after Backdoor was another song that I had not heard before. I won't say that I haven't heard before, because I have heard a little snippet of this song. I feel like it's in a lot of like TikToks. So Charmer. I have not reacted to that song. I have not listened to the full song. Very much looking forward to that one. And then from Charmer they went straight into Lonely Street, which, as y'all know, is one of my favorites. It is definitely one of my favorites on the Ordinary album. And then of course from Lonely Street we went into my next favorite song that is on the Ordinary album, which is Freeze. Which apparently they switched out Freeze. Apparently there was another song that was supposed to be in the set, and that was in the set, that they switched out for Freeze recently. So I was so excited that they decided to do that, because Freeze is one of my favorites. So then we did another, I don't know if it was a costume change or they just put on the robes, and we did the amazing Thunderous Domino God's Menu little set. Which I loved. I actually had seen that already. I reacted to a performance of all three of those songs. I forgot what it was. I'll put it up on the screen. I had already seen like those three songs like in a row, and the staging and the performance of that, including the little like intro by Changbin. So I had already seen that before, but loved seeing it live, and loved seeing it in person. So then they went into the other song that they just recently added into the set and replaced another song with, which was My Pace. Now My Pace, if y'all know, My Pace. Love My Pace. Absolutely love My Pace. I honestly don't know why I love this song so much. It just is so dang catchy and like uplifting. They did Ta, which I have not actually heard Ta either. I got a little confused because I've seen Ta on like recommended videos, and I think I was getting it confused with iKON's Rhythm Ta, and I thought that maybe they had done like a cover of it, but it is like its own individual song, Ta. I think that one was, never mind, I'm not gonna guess which album that's on. That reaction is upcoming as well. So I think in total there were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were 8 songs out of the total 25 songs that they performed that I had not yet heard or reacted to. So this was a nice little taste, you know. After Ta, they did the next 2 songs I had not heard before either, and they were kind of unit songs. So there was the song with Seungmin, Ian, Chan, and Lee No, Waiting for Us, and then the song with the other 4, Han, Hyunjin, Changbin, and 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 like over and over again. I think it's a lot of y'all's favorite, maybe, and I think that both of those are off of the Ordinary album. And then after that, they came out with, of course, Case 143. And then we went into, I got so hyped for this one, and this isn't even like one of my favorite songs by them, but I just got so unbelievably like excited when they came out and did Victory Song. Because it was very similar to their, if not the same, as their Mama performance as far as the arrangement, which I also have my reaction to that over on Patreon. And then from Victory Song, we went into another like really cool arrangement of Elevator. Excuse me. Elevator. And I loved the fact, I always like when they start off kind of soft and then they go into like the version of the song that we all know and do the choreography and stuff like that. And that's kind of what they did with Elevator. They started it off as just like the 8 of them standing like in a line, and they started singing, and then they eventually went into like the version of the song we know, did the choreography, got in formation and all that. So I really loved that one. And then we went into a song that I believe is Top. I believe it's Top. There were like only a couple of words that I could understand, and when I googled them, Top popped up. So I think this song is Top. And Top is actually a song that I believe was on my, yeah, see, I was supposed to react to it last Thursday. I apologize. With the concert and a lot of stuff that's been going on here, I didn't stick to my schedule last week. Top and Slump. I was supposed to react to that on Thursday, the 23rd, which I probably would have filmed that video on like Tuesday. So if I had actually reacted to that and filmed that video when I was supposed to, I would have known it at the concert. Yes, so Top, and I think Top was probably my favorite song out of all of the songs that I heard that I had not heard before. Now, is that one that was originally in Japanese and then they came out with a Korean version of it? Or no? I feel like, is there an English version? No, I don't, I looked into it when I was, you know, about to react to it. So then from Top, they went into Time Out, which is another one of my favorites. I think that's probably my favorite like mixtape. I love that song. I listen to it all the time. I watch the music video all the time. It's definitely a nice like feel good, and we're like, spring is upon us. and therefore summer is upon us, and it's like the best summer song. So, and then they went into another song that I had not heard, Fam. I know that it's a song that kind of like introduces all the members, you know, and like Ian introduces Seungmin, and Seungmin introduces Felix, and Felix introduces Han, and Han introduces Hyunjin, and Hyunjin introduces Changbin, and Changbin introduces Lino, Lino introduces Bangchan. Does Chan introduce Ian? Is he the one doing his? Maybe. But anyways, I really liked it. I thought it was a cool song. I thought it's a like kind of a great song to watch if you're like first being introduced to the group. And then of course, you can't have a concert without Miro. I love that song. I love the staging of that song as well. The choreography is growing on me. I used to think it was too stiff, certain parts of it, but then other parts were like my favorite, like this. I love that part. But yeah, loved that song. And then they ended with Haven, which I did react to Haven. I can't remember if I did that on here or over on Patreon. I think that I was introduced to it through a Stray Kids Code or a Skiz Code episode, and then I think I then went and reacted to it over here on YouTube. But yeah, that's a great song to end on, and that is what they ended on. And it was a great concert. 25 songs, all of which were amazing. I would say, I don't think that there's any song that they didn't do that I thought they should have. Now, there are songs that they didn't do that I wish they would have. I think the night that I went day one, and Han, Seungmin, and Lino. So Seungmin and Lino did a little solo. Seungmin's was I Only Want to Be With You by Hootie and the Blowfish, which when that song started playing, when the music for it, if none of y'all, I don't know that I've ever talked about this much, but my favorite time period of music is like 90s and early 2000s, but I love 90s music. It's like what I grew up with. 90s was like my childhood, and then like 2000s, like 2000 to 2009 was like my middle school and high school years, and so those are like that's my favorite music. I Only Want to Be With You by Hootie and the Blowfish is on quite a few of my like 90s playlists. And so when I first heard the music start playing for that song, because he was like, I'm gonna play a song, you want a hint? Pokemon. And I was like, okay, is he gonna like start singing the theme to Pokemon? But then that song started playing, the music started playing, and I was like, and I immediately got out my phone and I did a Marco Polo to my parents and my sister. Oh my gosh, I only want to be with you. I loved it. I don't remember what Lino's song was. And then Felix and Han also did solos that night. And Felix did a song, I think by Post Malone, which I wasn't very familiar with. And Han did a song that I'm not familiar with either, so I don't know if it was one of his songs or if it was somebody else's song. But one of the things that I was upset about, I was like, Han, that was the perfect moment for you to sing Volcano. And I don't know why you didn't. That was one song that I was like, that was one time that I was like, you could have so easily sung it right there. But like that was your moment. That is your like most recent release, you know, plug it a little bit, sing it, let's go. I was so wishing he would have sung Volcano. And then I love Scars. It has become, I would say that as of right now, Scars is my favorite. Sorry, my dog's barking. I would say as of right now, Scars is my favorite Stray Kids song. I love it so much. But other than that, they pretty much hit all the high points, you know. Side Effects is the one that they didn't do, and they instead did Freeze. I do kind of wish I had gone to day 2, if I'm not gonna lie, because I keep seeing clips and stuff, and they seemed a lot more comfortable. They seemed to do a lot more like silly stuff and funny stuff and things like that on day 2. And they also did the, like, I think it was also on Stays or on their anniversary, day 2, or very close to. I think it was on their anniversary. Day 2 was, or very close to their anniversary, and they showed this like video on day 2, and I was like, ah, missed it by that much. But yeah, I really enjoyed the concert. I'm gonna stop talking because I think I've been talking for a while. I enjoyed it after I got past my panic. I did really enjoy it, and I'm glad I went. I guess that is it for today's video. Let me know, for those of y'all who went to their concert as well. I know a lot of people were commenting that y'all were going as well. Let me know which night you went, and I guess just let me know what your experience was, if you had fun. I hope you did. If you were not able to go, there will be another day, and hopefully they will get to Europe at some point in the future. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.